New developments in a story we've been following for months now out of Webster County. Former Webster County Chief Investigator Landon Griffin pleads guilty today to 2 charges. Our Quentin Smith was in the courtroom when Griffin went before a judge and has more.
It was inside this courthouse behind me where former Webster County Chief Investigator Landon Griffin pled guilty to 1 count of embezzlement and 1 count of transferring a stolen firearm. After today's guilty plea, the district attorney recommended that Griffin spend 10 years behind bars and 5 years of probation after he's released. Griffin joined the Webster County Sheriff's Department back in 2016. Now, you may remember, Griffin was first arrested back in January, not long after being fired from the Webster County Sheriff's Department. Griffin's plea comes on the heels of former Webster County Sheriff Tim Mitchell's guilty plea just last week. District Attorney Doug Evans says this sends a message that no one is above the law, not even those wearing a badge.
Anyone hates to see a law enforcement officer charged with committing a crime, but you hate to see them commit the crime to start with. It doesn't matter who you are, you can't break the law. And what I'm hoping and what this should show is that everyone's going to be treated the same. Whether they're an officer or not an officer, you have to follow the law.
Today's guilty plea is done with an abundance of humbleness. We realize that what's been done, the plea today was taken from the bottom of the heart.
Now, Griffin, along with former Webster County Sheriff Tim Mitchell, will both be back in court on July 30th for their sentencing date. Reporting in Ackerman, Quentin Smith, WCBI News.
Some of Griffin's charges were dropped in the plea deal. Former Webster County jailer Santana Townsend was also charged in the investigation. She goes to trial in January.